Hey y'all, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today I got y'all in like my little hidey hole today. You know how many times I came back here and there was like a guy just like arguing with his girlfriend on the phone or like just staring at a tree? I mean, what type of sacrifices be going on back here? Like, what is this magnetic pole? Listen, I just come here to do my business and to go back home. I was showing out a little shoulder today, not too much, you know, keep your eyes above the neck. I'm a married woman now, up here. But nah, I just wanted to give y'all a little, you know, up close and personal look. But today, I want to talk to y'all about something. And it's something that's something that I don't normally like talk about. Not even just like on this channel, but just like in person, just like in general. Because I feel like it wasn't like, I mean, it was impactful. Like, it did help me realize a few things. But anyway, I sound like I'm talking in code. Today's video is going to be about sort of like being comfortable with your weight. Being comfortable with your weight, being comfortable with just you as a person and the way you look, the way you feel, the way you sort of like use those emotions and that aura and that energy to sort of like dictate your life in a sense. And I don't know, it's like something that I never really talked about just because like I never really saw it as like a journey. Like a journey is like, to me, it's something that like was really like impactful on you, and it brought you through all these different like stages of grief, and you like transformed into like a butterfly or some shit. Like, I don't really consider necessarily like my weight loss journey even a journey. Like, I just consider it as, oh, I was fat and then I lost some weight and now I'm not fat and I don't really feel much different. And that sounds like really bad to say, but like I kind of don't. Being comfortable with your weight also I feel like it has to deal with just like the standards that you have for yourself, because you have to, like, when it comes to like being comfortable with yourself and your weight and just all aspects of you in general, you have to take out ego, because ego is about the mind, and the mind has nothing to do with your soul, your conscious. Your mind, body, and soul, those are three different things. And so it's like I had to really let go of my pride, let go of my ego. And that's something that's very hard to do, but that's a whole nother video for like a different time, about letting go of your pride, letting go of your ego, letting go of the standards that people have for you, the standards that you even have for yourself, because like the 3D world and the 5D world is a whole different thing. Love and like acceptance, that doesn't exist in the 3D world, because the 3D world is based on fear and like anxiety and all that extra shit. That's why we so quick to kill each other. But like I said, I talk about that, my video will be shut down. This whole shit will be shut down. Curtain call. And I only got like 10 of y'all, and y'all mean a lot to me, so I'm not trying to lose it. It's trying to lose y'all, you know? I'm not trying to lose my loyal fans. Okay, the gang is literally all here. What was that SpongeBob episode? Why do I get off track so fast? Okay, back to what I was talking about. So when it came to like my weight loss journey, which like I said, I don't even really necessarily consider a journey. It started from when I was young. Like, I was always sort of like overweight as a kid, especially like in junior high and high school. I used to always wear like baggy clothes and like sweaters and shit that was like 2XL. And I don't know, I just never, like, I wouldn't say I wasn't comfortable with myself, but I just always knew that like I was different in a sense. I was different, and that sort of affected the way I interacted with guys and just people in general. Like, I kind of felt like, I don't know, guys didn't really view me as attractive, and so like I thought that like people didn't want to be friends with me either, and that's why I was always considered like an outcast almost. It's because of my weight. And when I started online dating, I kind of had like this expectation of how I thought online dating was gonna go. And then when I found out that I was just sort of like never really taken anywhere, or like really like introduced to people's families, or just like the steps that I felt like dating would come with, it kind of disappointed me a lot. And it made me feel like, well, shit, maybe if I was skinnier, unfortunately, and some women do think this way, that like maybe if I was skinnier, then like I'd be accepted more, I'd be more attractive to people, guys wouldn't just sort of like overlook me to the next best girl who doesn't even have the fucking half a pinky of the personality that I have, but because she's skinnier, she gets all the attention. And that's not jealousy. That was me before, when I, like I said, ego. In the ego, in jealousy, in envy, things that don't exist in the 5D world. And I had to really sort of like really look within myself and ask myself, what makes me happy? Like, what makes me happy? What makes me happy with myself? Is it being skinny? Is it like wearing makeup, or like wearing weave, or like what makes me happy? What makes me feel like I'm content with myself as a person? What makes me love myself? What would cause me to put out the energy of I am lovable, I am worthy, no matter of my weight, of my size, and so other people will see me in that way? Because if you don't respect yourself, if you don't love yourself, and that, I know y'all are tired of hearing that shit, oh, how can you win if you ate right within? And I know y'all tired of hearing that, but it really is true. Like, if you don't love yourself and you don't feel like you are worthy of love, then other people will sense that and feel like you are not worthy of love. And some people, unfortunately, will take advantage of that fact that you feel like you don't deserve more because of something as fucking insignificant as weight, you know? And so it's like, people ask me all the time, like, how did I lose weight? And it's like, I didn't really try. Like, I mean, of course I was doing some like weird things. Like, I used to like wrap my stomach in like plastic wrap and put some, like, I don't know what it was called, but it's like something you would like put on your stomach, like some type of gel, and then you would wrap your stomach in. I sound stupid as I was saying this out loud, but I don't care, it's for the content. I used to like wrap my stomach in plastic wrap and think that was supposed to help me lose weight. Or like I would go like a day with just drinking like this sort of like diet juice that I found in CVS, and I almost like freaking passed out in the park because I was so hungry because I hadn't eaten all day. I was just surviving on this mystery juice. And it's like, I had to stop, because I'm just like, bro, I am really letting other people's standards and other people's opinions of me and the way they make me feel, I'm really letting them get to me. And I'm a very lovable person. I have so much love and fun and just like excitement and experience to share with people. And so I just had to learn to just love myself. I stopped letting like my mom's friends and their opinions of me and the very crude nicknames, like I just let it roll off me. I was thinking of like the worst to say, but I just stopped giving a fuck. And I think that's what you sort of have to do. Like if you're like, I don't want to say that. I don't know, because like I be wanting to say certain things, but then I don't know how they're gonna come across. But if like, I just want you to be healthy. Like, I want to say something, but I was just like, I have to accept all people. Like, all people are accepted. So it's like, don't worry about numbers. But it's like, if you feel like you can't like go upstairs, obviously, or you feel like you can't even leave your bed because of how big you are, then that's something completely different. But if you genuinely do love yourself and you feel like you are healthy, you can live a proactive life, you still have friends who care about you, you still have family who care about you, and just want to see you do good, then just do that. Like, honestly, like, it's all about love, it's all about acceptance, and just knowing that you are happy and you are healthy. And no matter like what size you are, if a guy can accept you for that, or feel like you are less deserving of being dated or courted or just appreciated because of your size, then like, you don't obviously didn't fucking need him in your life. He obviously wasn't in your alignment. And I had to learn about that. Like, I was using like my weight as a reason why guys didn't find me attractive or felt like I was worthy of like being took to the next level or really trying to get to know me. I was wondering why these guys only wanted me for sex, and like maybe if I was skinny, then they'd want to like actually know that I have fucking interest in life and I have goals and dreams. And I had to really get out of that, because it was hurting, and it was just like, like I really didn't want to be in that place anymore. And so I just learned to love myself. I learned to eat a lot healthier and like be conscious of what I was putting inside my body, and stop eating because I was like fucking bored or something, and like just eat for sustenance. Eat because I know what's being put in my body, and because I want to nourish myself, you know? Don't eat out of stress, don't eat out of sadness, don't eat out of boredom. Just eat because you know that like, you eat to just live, and you eat to just, you don't have to like count calories or anything, or like document everything that you eat, because I never really liked that either. I kind of felt that's counterproductive, and that doesn't seem to like really make you happy as a person, at least to me. And so I just learned to like really be conscious of what I put in my body, always try to exercise as much as I can, and don't let like simple boxes or like standards or even people in general just define me as a person. And I also had to learn to like not hold on to clothes because I felt like one day I would fit into them. And I forgot her name. Like, I'm subscribed to her on YouTube. She's so sweet. And she was kind of talking about her weight loss journey. Well, not her weight loss journey, but like her learning to like accept her weight. And she talked about it. She was just like, I had to learn to stop like holding on to clothes because I felt like one day I would fit into them. Because that's like very self-depreciating of like, that hurts your mentality, you know, feeling like, oh, like this is my goal, this is what I'm supposed to look like. And it's like, no, like throw that shit out. It don't fit you. Clearly, like buy stuff that fits you, buy stuff that conforms to you with your size and still makes you feel desirable, makes you feel confident, because once you exude that energy, then it will come back to you. And I just had to learn about that. It's all about law of attraction. And that does, like I said, fit into my spirituality journey. Law of attraction, and just knowing that I love myself and I am comfortable with myself and I have faced my demons and I know about my flaws and what I could work on. And if you want to work in that with me, that's great. If not, that's also great. It was an experience. It was a memory. And I'm just learning day by day to just really learn to accept myself and like recognize some flaws that I do have within me, but can always be changed over time because I meet the right people who make me want to change. And that's all you have to do, is just love yourself and be confident with yourself. And if you meet a guy and he doesn't feel like, he feels like you should change to appease him, then you kind of get the idea, you get the message that I'm trying to spill. And so yeah, that was sort of like my life when it came to weight loss. I didn't necessarily have like a purpose. I didn't feel like I had to lose weight because then I would become more attractive to people. I just naturally just learned to love myself more and be confident and know that like it's not me. There's nothing wrong with me, okay? Like, I'm a happy person, I'm a nice person, and I know that what I have to offer to the table. And once I really got into that mindset, like the shit just sort of like melted off, you know, with depression. But I don't know, I just sort of like learned to stop living up to everyone's standards, and it kind of just melted off. And now my dad is fucking calling me an Ethiopian, and I'm so tired of him. I'm so tired of people. But yeah, just learn to love yourself and be confident. And I know that's easier said than done, and that sounds like a bunch of bullshit. But it's like, it's all about day by day, like releasing your fears, releasing your doubts, getting rid of your ego and your mind, and like you feeling like you feeling like you're supposed to look a certain way because the world wants you to look a certain way. And if you do have these thoughts, you do have these negative little demons that come inside you saying, oh, you're fat, don't eat this, don't eat that, you know you shouldn't be eating this, like, acknowledge these fears and just release them. Acknowledge these fears and write them down in your journal and just release them. Of course, make sure you're healthy, like I said. You know, make sure you go to your doctor, make sure your blood pressure isn't too high, or your sugar or this and that, your cholesterol. And just take it day by day and learn to love yourself and accept yourself. I'm going to keep saying that shit again. It's all about self-love, man. Self-love. If I had self-love the way I do now, I wouldn't have done a lot of shit. I wouldn't have accepted a lot of shit to happen for too long. I would have had much better standards, okay? So listen to me. This shit ain't about subscribers. This shit is about y'all just really taking my experiences and stories and applying it to your own. I just gave y'all some wizard fingers. But yeah, that's about it. I'm about to put this jacket back on and do what I do best and release some stress and then walk back home. And I hope y'all enjoy your day. And remember, it's just a day out of the rest of your life. Okay? You have a lot more memories to make. You have a lot more, you know, mind conforming to do, and just always learning to change your habits, change your thoughts, and then that's when things will start to flow. I hope y'all enjoy your day. I send y'all a lot of peace and love and good vibes, and you know, always just let me know how y'all doing in the comments.